Alright.
The hour 5:30 has arrived. I'll call this meeting of the Public Works and Services Committee to order. The first item is approval of minutes of the January 14th, 2025 meeting, which was sent out to all committee members. A motion be in order.
Move to approve.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Any discussion? Seeing none. Any opposed? Then the motion carries. The next item is 0087-25. Communication sponsored by Mayor Mason on behalf of the Downtown Racine Corporation requesting use of city right away for the annual St. Patrick's Day Parade on Saturday, March 15th, 2025. Staff recommendation is that permission be granted to the Downtown Racine Corporation to close Ontario Street, Main Street between State Street and 6th Street, 6th Street between Main Street and City Hall on Saturday, March 15th for the St. Patrick's Day Parade with the following attached stipulation. There will be nominal counts in various city departments on a regular shift basis to assist in implementing this event. This is something that we have done before. What is the committee's pleasure?
Move to approve.
Second.
There's a motion to approve in a second. Any discussion? Seeing none. Any opposed?
I have a question though. Is the $900 special event fee the normal?
It's a fee based on the first block and then every additional block for closure. So it's kind of like a formula. The longer the closure, the larger the fee. And it's associated with our efforts to bring all those barricades off, all those locations, drop them off, and pick them up and then put them back.
Okay.
Any opposed? Seeing none, motion carries. Next item is 0088-25. Subject communication sponsored by Alderman Mack on behalf of Ruth Thielen. Thoughts for food requesting to close the 300 block of Hamilton Street on Saturday, March 1st, 2025 from 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. on Sunday, March 2nd for the 33rd annual Thoughts for Food event. That permission be granted to Thoughts for Food to close the 300 block of Hamilton to through traffic on March 1st from 4 p.m. to Sunday until 2 a.m. for the 33rd annual Thoughts for Food event per the attached stipulations. There will be nominal costs to the various city departments. Once again, this is a routine. We've seen this before. Committee?
Move to approve.
Second.
There's a motion to approve in a second. Any discussion? Seeing none, any opposed, and the motion carries. Next item is 0093-25. Subject communication sponsored by Alderman Mack on behalf of the Department of Public Works Committee change order number 1 to contract 2024-188 City Hall elevator upgrades, ESI Legacy Holdco Inc. DBA Express Elevator. The staff recommendation is that the change order number 1 to the contract be approved for extending the contract completion date to July 31st, 2025. There is no fiscal impact with the change order. What is the committee's pleasure?
Move to approve.
Second.
There's a motion to approve and a second. Any discussion?
Yeah. Why is the change order?
The change order is needed because of product lead times, so we need to purchase equipment, the contractor needs to purchase equipment for that elevator. We couldn't do so until the contract was issued, so we're still seeing supply chain problems as far as materials and things like that nature. So that's the reason for it.
Okay.
Any other discussion? Any opposed? Then the motion carries. The next item is 0089-25. Subject communication sponsored by Alderman Mack on behalf of the Assistant Commissioner of Public Works, rescinding resolution 1056-24. Staff recommendation to Public Works and Services Committee is to approve. What is the committee's pleasure?
Where's resolution? Is that the one with the fuel? The depot?
Correct, sir. So this is a housekeeping item. When we initially awarded this, back in December. What the company bid at, the name that they bid using was not the same name that they used when they submitted their W-9 to the attorney's office. Those two have to match. So this item and the next item are a correction to that. So we used M&M Supply with the original award. The W-9 actually stated M&M Service Station Equipment Specialist. It's the same company, it's just the name.
For the clarification.
Move to approve.
Second.
There's a motion to approve in a second. Any other discussion? Seeing none, any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is 0090-25, subject communication sponsored by Alderman Mack on behalf of the Department of Public Works, submitting the results for contract 2024-209- Racine Field Depot upgrades. The staff recommendation is that the contract be awarded to M&M Service Station Equipment Specialist in the amount of $669,502 $10, being the lowest responsive bidder. Fiscal note funding is available in the following line item for objects 45040-57110. What is the pleasure of the committee?
Move to approve.
Second.
The motion to approve in a second. Any discussion?
With the alternate one and alternate two, alternative one and two, what is that in reference to?
So alternate one was, the base bid was to do the project in phases. Alternate one was an alternate that said, what if we do it in one phase? Will that reduce, our thought was, will that reduce the cost? It did. Alternate two was the addition of the removal of a building that's out on site. We have the budget to do it, and therefore we're recommending approval.
Which building was removed?
It's not been removed yet. It's just been added to the contract. So it's a C&G building, which is right at it's a building right outside at the Field Depot there that we no longer need.
A few decades ago, DPW experimented with compressed natural gas as an alternative to fueling rather than using gasoline or
And so
diesel.
that building,
It's been sitting idle for, oh gosh, at least 20 years. Since they tried it, didn't work out, the fleet didn't work. So we haven't been using CNG in many, many years. It's next to the fuel depot, so we thought it's the appropriate time to take it down.
thank you for that information, I appreciate it.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, any opposed? Then the motion carries. Moving on, the next item is 0092-25. Communication sponsored by Alderman Mack on behalf of the Commissioner of Public Works, submitting a professional services agreement with Southern Wisconsin Appraisal for 2025 appraisal and real estate services for Ohio Street STP project, WISDOT ID 2703-00-06. The staff recommendation to the Public Works and Services Committee on 1/28/25 that the mayor and city clerk be authorized and directed to enter into the professional services agreement with Southern Wisconsin Appraisal in the not to exceed amount of $107,850. Fiscal note funding is available in the 2025-2029 CI budget. What is the committee's pleasure?
Move to approve.
Second.
There's a motion to approve in a second. Discussion. Seeing none, any opposed? Then the motion carries. The next item is 0106-25. Subject communication sponsored by Alderman Davis on behalf of the Commissioner of Public Works, submitting the following alley to be included in the 2025 public hearing for 2026 construction. Staff recommendation to the Public Works and Services Committee that the following alley bounded by 20th Street, DeKoven Avenue and Case Avenue, JIC Avenue, north-south, as submitted by the Commissioner of Public Works, be considered for reconstruction with Portland concrete paving, and that a preliminary resolution be introduced. Fiscal note, this is an accessible alley project, and therefore all costs will be paid by the abutting property owners. As per the discussion 2 weeks ago, this would be something added to the public hearing, so we're not deciding today whether or not that project moves forward. Right. All right, what is the pleasure of the committee?
Move to approve.
Second.
There's a motion to approve in a second. Any discussion? Seeing none. Any opposed? Motion carries. That concludes our agenda for this evening, so we stand adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Now,
Right. David. You were speaking. I like
Thank you,
that.
gentlemen.
Thanks.
Okay.